Let's hop right in with Drew Pettit. He is U.S. equity strategist at Citi Research. Drew, good to have you on. What are some of the macro themes that you and Citigroup are telling your clients about for next year?
So a couple things. First off, on the growth side, we think the AI story is real. I appreciate what Bob's covering here, but honestly, AI productivity gains, high-level fundamentals look really good for the S&P 500. I think that helps us get through some of the more volatile periods. But at the same time, inflation, not quite gone yet. And then when you think of the valuation setup, a lot of good news is priced in.
Okay, so there's actually a lot to unpack there. Some of the good news priced in, but you're optimistic about some of the AI themes. Now, the market obviously, Drew, very optimistic about AI for the last, year plus. What will continue or what might change in 25?
So it's funny. I think the fundamental stories, at least for the picks and shovels names, they continue. But where we think the trade is actually going to broaden out, and honestly it has since mid-year, is into some of the users of AI. So think about car companies that do autonomous driving, software companies putting that into their programs themselves, and even to some of the more cyclical names that on the back end can get some more productivity gains. So yes, the picks and shovels, the enablers of the trade were attractive for the most part in 2024. We think AI continues to broaden out into the year ahead.
I don't want to be negative about it because it's been unbelievable and it may change the world. Who knows? But I'm getting old, and so I look back at history and I think, okay, we built fiber optic cables, and anybody remember the global crossings of the world? They spent a lot of money, did a lot of good, but they went bankrupt in the process. Not everybody's going to win, Drew. There's no way that all of these companies that we talk about every single day, that they're all going to win.
And it's funny, we agree with that. So we think broadly, yeah, fundamentals are intact. This is a game changer. But where we get more selective is thinking about the names that aren't priced to perfection. I don't want to sit here and talk about PE ratios and a lot of backward-looking stuff. We do a lot of DCF work, a lot of reverse DCF work, and we look at what our analysts in the street are projecting for these stocks. And then we basically try to back out what's the market pricing in. And we actually think there are some opportunities when you step out of just the Mag 7 names.
Where is that?
So I think a really great example in the semiconductor space is Marvell. So we always want to talk about NVIDIA all the time. We get it, they're a leader in the space. But Marvell has some custom AI chips, and that part of their business is going to grow almost 200% next year and another 60% the year after that. So Marvell to us becomes a very interesting semiconductor name in an AI story, and honestly, the semiconductor industry group, which we all find attractive heading into 2025.
Yeah, because to Bob Pisani's point, everybody loved NVIDIA, and they still do, but then they kind of moved over to Broadcom, ticker AVGO, and you think Marvell, not Marvel, that's like the superhero franchise owned by Disney, Marvell, MRVL, maybe the next one. Why? What need do they fill that the others don't?
It's that custom area. They have a partnership with AWS that has really helped this stock kick into gear in the last couple of quarters. Honestly, you're getting a little bit outside of the Mag 7 as well. So again, broadening within semiconductors. And this is a stock that's actually not in the S&P 500. It could be, but we're looking at a very big market cap name that should have GAAP profitability in the years ahead.